Hello everyone, this video series is about prototyping a light duty conveyor belt system, particularly if we are going to be talking about modular construction, modular offsite construction, and automating heavy duties in construction, dividing them into smaller pieces that can be handled by light duty conveyor belts in small factories. It doesn't need to be a large factory. So we are trying to make this video series for small construction businesses who have a budget under $100,000 for their future improvement. Um, a conveyor belt is needed as moving material around your factory is going to be crucial for modular construction. So why we have decided to put together this video series is due to the fact that um, any automated system, regardless of whether it is in the construction industry or not, is going to use a conveyor belt of a size. But for us to make things simple, we are just going to focus on a light duty conveyor belt. However, the principles are the same even for a heavy duty conveyor belt. It's just a matter of scaling things a bit larger. The power inputs will be larger for a heavy duty conveyor belt, and resource procurement will be a little bit more difficult as well. Whereas a light duty conveyor belt, I guess you can make it at home at your own leisure as well. The prototype that we are going to uh, accomplish by the end of this video or this video series is a small 60 centimeter long and a 10 centimeter wide belt conveyor that is powered by 12-volt DC motor and a gearbox. It has a speed regulator, and we have the 3D designs for the stand. The frame that we've used is a 20 mil by 20 mil T-slot aluminum profile. It doesn't need to be heavy duty frame. Everything is lightweight here. We, of course, are going to use two rollers and the belt itself, plus a 3D designed enclosure box for the speed regulator. The 3D design for this prototype lightweight light duty conveyor belt was done using Onshape. It's an online cloud-based platform for 3D design. Then you can export all of your designs into an STL format, which can then later on be transferred or converted into a .g code for your 3D printer. You can also use the same platform if you are CNC engraving or CNC milling a metallic part. But we've just decided to design and manufacture all of these parts out of plastic using a 3D printer. This particular part on the right is the bearing housing. The ball bearing goes inside. The left part is where the T-slot aluminum profile goes in, and the ball bearings goes here. Is a little bit of maintenance consideration here as well. We have this shear on the left side of the circle engraving, if you may call it, for further maintenance considerations. Let's say you want to change the ball bearing later on, and since it's really fit, you may need some sort of access to get the ball bearing out, and this little circular engrave will give you that ability to just stick in something and pull out the ball bearing from one side. The this cylindrical hole would also enable you to fix this ball bearing fitting on the aluminum profile. This middle part is the frame stand wherever you like it to be placed on a floor, be placed on a desk. This stand will give you this ability to install the aluminum frame on top, and even if you want to give the belt an inclined angle, then you may just want to consider another different height, including an angle at the bottom as well. The enclosure box for our speed regulator is this one, again designed for the T-slot aluminum profile. This is where it goes inside the shears, and all the regulators, wiring, and so on and so forth, including the bottom, would be enclosed in this box. Live part of the system contains a motor, a DC motor, that is a 12-volt DC motor, so it's a light duty. We have a speed regulator, we have the reverse and forward bottom, and the gearbox, the actual DC motor here as well. These regulators are available from our online store. You can order them online if you're in Australia, and it will be delivered to your door within 7 to 14 days. So just going to show you how it looks like. You can see a little here, the speed regulator, make it go faster or slower depending on what type of speed you want. And on the reverse, have a stop, and the reverse would make it turn in the opposite direction at whatever speed you like. Really simple to install. We also have the frame, the actual frame, plus rollers and ball bearings. And for the frame of this light duty conveyor belt, the best choice, it happened to be the T-slot aluminum profiles, this thing that you see. You can 3D print the stands, and of course we're going to need a fitting for the ball bearing. So this ball bearing with a certain dimension, depending on the amount of load you want your conveyor belt to carry, will be specified. It will go into this fitting, and we have T nuts that will go inside the slots, and T nut bolts. These two are matched basically, and you can 3D design any fitting that you may need. So for example, for the speed regulator, we needed to have an enclosure which has been 3D printed depending on a design. These are again all available from our online store. You don't need to design or manufacture any of them. You can just simply go to our website and place your order. Good thing about the T-slot aluminum profiles is that you can adjust the tension in your belt depending on where the position of this fitting is. So you can actually pull this fitting a little bit to the right, and it definitely are basically going to increase the tension in the conveyor belt.